It's the worst tragedy to strike Kerala in the last many years. Over 100 lives have been lost in just a matter of few seconds as New Year celebrations in Kollam took a deadly turn early this morning. A massive overnight firework display was held at 3:30 a.m. A deadly mishap led to massive blaze in the temple compound.
108 people killed, over 300 injured. Lives snuffed out in what was to be a happy celebration, a new start ahead of the Malayalam New Year. The celebrations at the Puttingal temple in Kollam took a horrific turn when a beautiful fireworks display turned into a raid at 3:30 a.m. It was pandemonium in Kollam as 15,000 odd people rushed out of the temple from narrow exit points. Rescue workers rushed to the spot, but the damage was already done.
Thousands of them who were gathered here last night for a firecracker performance program that was taking place as part of the temple's traditional annual festival, and as long as the official sources say, as long as the officials have confirmed, until last year this was taking part as a competition item between two groups inside the temple premises, but then there was a stay on this competitive fireworks that was going on inside the temple. But however, in spite of being denied permission to use firecrackers inside the premises, they went ahead with this.
Scores were stuck under the debris and officials wasted no time in pulling out devotees and rushing them to the hospital. Heartbreaking scenes were witnessed as the injured, most of them suffering burn injuries, were rushed to the local hospital and the Thiruvananthpauram hospital. The death toll quickly climbed up, with the Chief Minister finally confirming that 108 lives were snuffed out in this. This is the price of negligence, the price of throwing caution to the winds. It's not the first time such a tragedy has taken place during festive celebrations at temples, but the unfortunate truth is that no lessons are learnt from these incidents. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, 108 people, as we've been telling you, have been killed in this major fire that had broken out at the Puttingal Devi temple in Kerala, Kollam district. More than 280 have been injured. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has reached Kollam and has met the injured. He has announced rupees 2 lakh each as compensation for the family of those deceased and 50,000 for those injured. Kerala Chief Minister, on the other hand, has announced 10 lakh rupees for those who have lost their lives and 2 lakh rupees for injured and 50,000 for those who have been injured, have received minor injuries. Kerala Chief Minister Office has also confirmed that no permission was granted to the temple authorities to store or use crackers in the premises and has ordered judicial probe into the tragedy. Despite the lack of permission, the fireworks were conducted in the run-up to the Malayalam New Year Visu on April. President Rahul Gandhi, what have been their plan of action, and give us a status of the rescue operations also.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited the spot where the tragedy took place and conveyed his condolences, and Home Minister Ramesh Chanasala and the Chief Minister Machandi had accompanied him on his visit. Clearly, he assured that all assistance that was required would be provided, and one point that the state government has made it clear that they have not requested this be made a national disaster or has not requested for any special assistance hereafter, but the initial assistance that they had asked for was immediately provided by the centre. For example, the air ambulance and other medical aid that they had required, because during such a tragedy, tragedy that none of them had foreseen, it was difficult to match the resources and the requirement at that point of time. So, medical team with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the burn experts who are here are right now assisting several doctors across the city, inside and outside the district, across several hospitals where the injured persons are admitted. Rahul Gandhi, Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi also visited the spot, took stock of the situation. The point is that Kollam is a very small district here in Kerala, and with this tragedy, every big political leader has made it a point to come here and take stock of the situation. Representative of every political party was here or descended on the temple site and conveyed their condolences and assured them of whatever help possible from their side.
You know, Revati, of course, this also brings us to the question with so many high-profile political leaders. The Prime Minister himself is there, the Vice President of the Congress Party, both of them protected by the SPG. The Chief Minister is there, other ministers, leader from various political parties. Is it in some way, also hampering the relief and rescue operations? Shouldn't they have come a little later?
Well, clearly, at the spot where the tragedy took place, the crowd has been the same since morning when the incident took place until at this point when I'm talking as well. The crowd refuses to disperse no matter what, whichever leader is here. And even if there is no leader, there are people still coming in and seeing what happened, to take stock of the situation, to see what is the kind of destruction that has taken place on the ground. So it has been difficult for the police to keep them disciplined on the side. But as far as the spot where the tragedy took place is concerned, it was not affecting that much because the rescue operations were over early in the morning. But as far as hospitals are concerned, this could definitely affect the rescue operations and the medical team's work that is going on there. Because every time a political leader is visiting, there are hundreds of them who are arriving at that spot to take a look, to get a look of the political leader, trying to click pictures, trying to click selfies, whether it's a hospital or a tragedy spot.
It just makes the tragedy worse. People trying to click selfies with political leaders. Revati, just stay on with me. Let's also give more details to our viewers. Here's a look at the layout of the Puttingal Devi temple and why there has been a heavy death toll in this blaze. Let's just give you some sort of an idea so that you know what temple we are talking about.
So how did a simple fireworks display at a temple in Kerala turn into such a huge tragedy? We've opened up the Google Earth image of this particular temple. This is, of course, the Puttingal Devi temple in Kollam in Kerala. This pretty much sums up why exactly we've seen over 100 lives being lost in this tragedy. This took place at 3:30 a.m. Overnight, they had a massive fireworks display in this particular area. You see this road that's leading into the temple. It's narrow. There's very little space, and imagine about 10,000 to 15,000 people were cramped into this particular space overnight. They're watching this fireworks display, and we also understand that there were absolutely no barricades around that particular area. So that many people with so little space to escape. In fact, in the footage you can clearly see when the fireworks leads to a massive blaze of sorts in this particular area. Remember, this is the temple. All around is the land, and also you can see that several houses around this particular temple, which is what also was said, that this is a populated area. It's not an area with a large amount of space, and hence when that fire broke out, 15,000 people, all of them running out of these two narrow spaces, trying to get out. Almost a stampede could have broken out at that particular point, which led to it getting all the more difficult for rescue operations to take place, for people to get out, leading to so many deaths. So there you have it. It was very clear, as of course several officials have also told India Today, that this was a place that was not ready for this kind of a massive fireworks display, and that's why permission was denied to them.
I'm standing right now at the Thiruvananthpauram Medical College Hospital, where 107 victims of today early morning Kollam fire blast victims have been brought in. Of the 107 victims, 13 of them were declared dead on reaching the hospital, and 56 of the members who were affected or were part of the accident have been admitted in the hospital. Right now, the whole Thiruvananthpauram Medical College premises is buzzing with people after the announcement that Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Congress leader Rahul Gandhi are to be arriving in Kerala. Since their location of visit is not yet confirmed, people are crowding here, and just a few minutes back the district collector had a small tussle with the people here after seeing that the RSS workers in the state have come here in their RSS uniforms, and the district collector made it very clear that this was an accident and he didn't want it to be politicized, and as RSS workers in their uniforms to move back and come back for helping in proper civilian clothes and not in RSS uniforms. Right now, from Thiruvananthpauram Medical College Hospital, this is Akshaya Nath for India Today with camera person Vijay.
Let's just also take a quick look at the political reactions we are getting on this story.
Latest